Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm Angela. Happy Monday, fam bam. Happy Monday, or whatever day it is where you are. I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Guys, I am coming really quickly with an important word. It's a short word, but it's an important word that God would like for me to deliver. As always, please remember to take any word that I give you or any other servant of God gives you back to God in prayer for confirmation. Always sit with God in your prayer time to confirm the word, but that's also your opportunity to get more revelation in regards to that word as well. Okay. Also, I'm going to continue to encourage that you are taking the time to develop your own intimate relationship with God. Over any and everything else, God desires you and I. So make sure you're being intentional about spending that one-on-one time that God desires, okay? And getting to recognize his voice for yourselves. Making God priority over any prophetic word, person, or thing. Make God priority and hear what he's saying to you. God wants that intimacy with each and every one of us. Okay? I'm going to continue to encourage that because God desires that. All right? So, guys, this word is not for every person, but we can all learn and take something from it. I always like to remind you some prophetic words are not for everybody, but this is a warning for some, and we all, again, can take something from it. All right. But God was stating, guys, in prayer, that stating that some of you have people that are watching you from afar in envy and to watch your circle. Not every person that's standing beside you is for you. God has been speaking, guys, about obsession. He stated that the envy in their hearts have become an obsession, and they're watching your every move, and to be careful. If you can remember, probably a month ago or maybe a month and a half ago, when God was speaking about demonic obsession, the person or people were becoming so obsessed with what you're doing, where you at, what God is doing in your life, and until it's not just unhealthy, but it is a monitoring spirit. It is demonic, and God was stating to watch your circle. We have to be mindful in this hour and always who we have around us. They can make or break us. They can help us elevate on our walk, or they can tear us down as we're trying to elevate. But God was stating that there are people that are watching from afar with envy. He stated that the envy in their hearts have become an obsession, and they're watching your every move, and to be careful. God kept speaking the words, talking too much can destroy your progression. For many of his people, he kept saying, for many of his people, talking too much can destroy your progression. Guys, when there are monitoring spirits attached to people, they are, reporting back to the kingdom of darkness what you are speaking to them, the things that you're telling them, the things that you're saying, whether it's what God is doing or what God, his plans, for you, what he's going to do. You and I have to be very mindful of the circle, the group of people that we have around us. That can be family, that can be friends. But God kept speaking, guys, to watch your circle. He spoke a lot about the people that are close to you. We've talked about people who are very close to you have demonic obsession, and we talked about that again about a month ago. But he kept stating that these people are close to you. They are close to you, and they're watching your every move. And he just kept talking about, talking too much can destroy progression. We have to be very mindful of who we have around us, of the conversations that we're having with them. You can't tell everybody everything. You and I can't trust everybody. there are, again, monitoring spirits attached to them that are working for the kingdom of darkness to take that information back so it can be delayed there, hindrance there, so things can be blocked. So we have to be mindful of who we are who we're talking to, who we're giving information to. It's not wise if God is not telling you to tell this person or share this or of anything. You have to be mindful of that. He also was talking about many people were intrigued by your lifestyle, and also why what they did or prayed against didn't work. They're very frustrated that whatever they planned against your destiny, against your life, it did not work. They prayed, PREY, against what God was doing. Whatever, black magic, curse words, whatever it was, it did not work. And God is saying they're trying to find another way in, and you do also have some people who are intrigued by your lifestyle, how you're living a certain way, what you're doing, how you're getting this or how you're doing this. God is saying, be careful. There are people that are watching your progression, watching your every move, what you're doing, where you're at, who's around you. And guys, these are people who are close to you. God kept saying that these are people that are close. And if those spirits can gain the information, they can gain it from you when you speak it. They can get it from you, or they can get it from somebody else that you told that may be in your circle. So those are monitoring spirits. People are watching and trying to block, delay, and hinder what God is trying to do. We think about Samson and Delilah. Delilah had a monitoring spirit. She was reporting back to the Philistines. She was reporting everything back to them. And he lost the very thing, they were close, as of being intimate. And in his weak moment, he shared where his strength, and it was his hair. So the very thing that God blessed him with, his strength was in his hair. It was taken away because of a monitoring spirit. He lost something that God had blessed him with. And that, Delilah was sweet talking. Delilah was acting trustworthy, and we can't trust everybody. We can't trust everybody that says the name Jesus. We can't trust everybody, in our friend circle, in our family circle, with co-workers. We have to be very mindful. God was saying, guys, to just be careful, because it can destroy the progression. He kept saying that in prayer, that talking too much can stop progression for many of his people. So this is not the time. These are new chapters, new beginnings. And many of you are transitioning, and this is not the time to talk. This is not the time to speak anything. If God tells you to share stuff, you can share it. If God tells you to share it, it's many things that God has done for me in this season that I can give a testimony. But if God doesn't give me the okay, I have not shared it because God has not given me the okay. I'm very careful of what I share. Yes, I want to share testimony because I want God to get all the glory. Because I couldn't have got or received or been in any situation without his help. I want to glorify God. And that's what it's supposed to be. The testimony is for the glorifying of God. But if God is not releasing me, and I'm very private, and I'm not going to release something if God is not telling me to release it. People see what they see it when they see it, but you have to be mindful of your circle. You have to be mindful of social media. You just like you pray over everything else, pray over your social media accounts. Pray over altars that are being made by your name, by your pictures. pray against those things, cancel those things, bind them, renounce them, because people do things from social media accounts as well. So you and I have to be very, very careful. Unfortunately, we live in a world where, the World Wide Web is a portal. So we have to be very careful with that as well. But God kept mentioning, guys, that these people are watching you and they have so much envy in their hearts to it has become an obsession, and they're watching your every move. So be very careful in this hour who's around you, what you share, and just build in silence. Build in silence. Everybody don't have to know what you're doing. Everybody don't have to know what God is doing or his intentions for you. Everybody don't have to know what God is necessarily doing in your life unless God tell you to share that testimony. But other than that, everybody don't have to know everything. Okay? Because, it's people, unfortunately, just like it's people that want to see you win, it's people who actually don't want to see you win. And they're preying, P-R-E-Y, on your downfall. So you don't want to stop or hinder what God is doing in this new season by oversharing. Okay, he just kept talking about this over the weekend and even last week. But again, I couldn't release a word until he gives me the okay. But he kept saying people are being watched. So guys, be mindful, be very mindful, and just build in silence. Build in silence. Everybody don't have to know. Okay. So that is it, guys. Just take the word back to God and confirm it, and just sit with God in regards to it. And like I said, it wasn't for everybody, but we can take this word and learn something from it, from us all, because there are monitoring spirits attached to people, and not everybody is in your corner. The people that stand beside you or even in your own household are not always in your corner. It's a hurtful thing, but it's real. And we have to be mindful of that. Okay. So, guys, that is it. That is the word today. Keep shining, guys. Keep being the light, because you are absolutely the light. Keep being kind, compassionate, and loving towards one another. Don't conform to this world or the wicked agendas of it. Don't allow them to divide us, but let's keep walking in unity. All right. Also, remember, we're all going through something, guys. So please be mindful of that and be kind and loving. It may look different for each and every one of us, but we're all going through something. So just it doesn't cost a thing to be kind. Okay. I also wanted to talk about the fast. I got quite a bit of response in the comments, and also emails that you guys were cool with the 26th through the 28th. So we will go ahead and start the fast, the corporate fast, the 26th through the 28th. There's a lot of things, guys, that God has been showing me and telling me, and I can't release right now. But we need to continue. Excuse me, as I always say, we need to continue praying and fasting. That need to be something that continues, because there again, we're in a spiritual battle, and there is so much that is happening. So much spiritual things happening right now that we really need to be on our post. We really need to be in the presence of God, fasting and praying, and really building up our spiritual muscle for the things that are coming. But we are going to go ahead and do the fast together. Again, whatever fast God tells you to do, you be obedient to God's voice first. Okay. But again, I know some people are on medication and you need that nutrients. So if you need to do, nothing until 6 o'clock or whatever works for you, do that. Okay. But we will, do a corporate fast. And I just feel like we need this right now, just to get through the things that are happening around us. And also, just to bring in the new year, letting some things go, I just think that we all have some things that we need to let go and leave in 24. Okay. So guys, that is it. I want to thank every person who have sown into the ministry. I pray that God blesses your seed 100-fold. Thank you guys. Thank you to each and every person. And guys, just have a good holiday. Have a safe holiday. And, just keep praying and keep, in the presence of God. And just be safe this holiday and have a good holiday, okay? And let's just keep loving on each other, all right? So, guys, that is it. Know that I love you unconditionally, and God loves you. And until next time, God willing, we'll talk again, all right? We'll talk later. Bye-bye.